Previously on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Oh, wow! I want to go down there. Look at that! Oh, look at the boats! Oh, they're hauling freight like I could only dream of. A million gallons or something, isn't it? Hello and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We're on a mission. Well, actually, I'm on a mission to discover a double truck trailer thing. A double B, I think they're called. So I want a double trailer. That's what we're looking for. Anyway, let's get straight to it. We're going to go to the marketplace and we're going to have a quick look and see if we can find one of these elusive trucks that we've got. So we're currently here. It's kind of like in these little islands here. It's kind of cool. And we're going to look for one that's a double truck and see if we can find one. Oh, got some. Oh, wow! Look, tyres. That's kind of cool. Where's that go to? Oh, the very top of Denmark. That's kind of cool. I quite like the look of that one. We might have to do that one if I can't find a double trailer. I can't find a double trailer, but I really fancy that. Huge tyres. They're 40 inches by 13. Oh no, the feet. 40 feet by 13 feet. God, that's a wide tyre, isn't it? Is that the inner side of it? Either way, they're huge. 20 tons worth. I think we're going to go for that one, actually, without a doubt. I think we're going to go with that one, and it's going to take us up to the top there, and that's going to take us into Sweden and Norway, which is guaranteed to find us some other things to do. So this is the one where the drivers will not follow me like usual. I keep on getting it wrong. You know what? I'm just looking at that picture there when we're loading. That doesn't half remind me of. I've been watching a Swedish driver who drives around, and you know what? The roads do look a little bit like that. If I'm absolutely honest, they do look very sort of twisty and turny and sort of windy. So yeah, very cool indeed. Right, let's get my indicator on. We've got the road traffic density turned up slightly, which is we did with the help of Bobster. He gave the suggestion, and I've put a little link to it on my. Oh, I forgot. We've still got our Portuguese lady talking to us. I gave us a little link to sort of. Oh God. To how to do it, and I've done a little a thing on my website. Ooh, rubbish! I'm speeding a bit here. Have I missed the turning? No, I've got to go back. Ooh, Norfoods. They've got jobs to do. We're not going to do that though. We're going to go with this. We're going to go with this one to. Oh God, what is going on? So this week, unlike last week where I had a single beer inside me, this week I have no beer inside me at all. I don't normally, I'm not a big drinker really. Anyway, I don't know about a lot of people. I didn't mind it when I was younger, but when I got older, it's kind of like I think it takes a toll out of you worse when you're older. So this week none at all. We're back on the coffee. We're back on the old caffeine, my favourite thing. I think that's what affects my performance. Maybe it's the caffeine that affects my performance more than the actual alcohol in that last sort of episode, which I did. Apparently, I drove very well in that episode, which was quite a surprise to me because I have a bit of a reputation for smashing into things. Just like everything, I can't help it. It's one of those things. Oh, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Does that bridge go up or something? Is that why it's like that? I don't know. It's a bit of a weird thing. It's like a multi-giveaway thing. I wouldn't be surprised though. Okay, so we're going over here. I'm speeding a little bit. We're giving it a little bit of speed. So while doing that, squeaking as I move forward with the microphone. I've discovered, by the way, after years and years of using a microphone, that I've actually been using it incorrectly. So you'll notice that there's a better volume this week and much better quality because I'm actually pointing it in the right direction. But knowing how I drive on Eurotruck, that won't come as any surprise to anybody that I discovered that I should actually be using my microphone upright and pointing it towards my face rather than pointing the tip of it towards my face. I was going with that old school thing. Do you remember those old school microphones? You used to see them on the TV, you know, some sort of these presenters would come and stick that microphone right in your face, you know, and then they had that series of having little teeny skinny microphones ones. Remember that? They're like little magic wands or something similar. And they used to point it right in your nose. Well, I always thought that's how my microphone worked, but apparently not. I only know this because I opened I looked at the box of another one that I've got, because I always have a spare of these sort of things just in case I have any issues. And I had a little look at this box, and there it is. On the front of the box, picture of it, use it upright. Never knew that. All this time, I've been using it incorrectly all this time. Instead of actually looking at the box for a change. So tyres, I really want the tyres. I want to do the tyres. It's a good lot. It's a decent run actually. It's 15,000. It is 188 miles. It's 4 hours and 23 minutes. That's a pretty decent run actually. Let's give that one a try anyway. So they're refilling my tanks. Oh, I always love this bit because you get this little intro sequence of when we're going to drive something heavy. Look at this. I've got a good job. Oh, look at him. Just getting a selfie with it. He's getting a selfie. He's testing the security of them. There's a guy who's sort of... Oh, he's sitting on the crates. I wasn't sure what he was doing for a minute there. There's the news crew. You always get the news crew. They're always there to see this huge load away. Very exciting. We want to transport this. He's ready. He's waving his arms. He's ready for us to go. The guy doing a selfie is an idiot. Right, so this is the usual thing here. So we're going to skip reading all the other stuff. Avoid possible conflicts with escort vehicles and keep the cargo between them. This is the thing. Do not drive out of the estimated route, nor into filling stations, rest stops, etc. Obey the speed limitations and encourage ensured by the front escort vehicle. Watch out for overtaking vehicle and other drivers on the roads. Right, manoeuvring. Person behind has to come in behind me. Person in front of me has to come in front of me. Then I move between them, right? If you do not follow the rules, your special transport mission will fail. Now, I have numerous occasions where the blooming thing in front of me, this one, has failed to move over in time. So we will find out whether or not these guys will actually do the mission properly this time round. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, to be honest with you, because nothing surprises me about the way they do it. So let's have a little rundown quickly of the time and things like that. So we didn't have to reverse in this time round. It is, if you look down there, it's 0 miles per hour in the bottom right hand corner. We got we're starting off in second gear. Little teeny bit of damage, a little bit of red on the tyres, or orange it is actually. Full fuel tank, loads of sleep, which is obvious, and it's Friday, 12:44, and we are ready to go. 181 miles to go. Take that old handbrake off, and let's shift. There's the guys over here. There's the camera crew. Look, there they are. Camera crew. Should we just go outside the truck for a second so we can see it? There's our load. Look at that. Look at that. We're going for it. Right, okay, let's get out here anyway onto the main road, and let's get round. Actually, to be fair, I've got 650 brake horse, I think, in this thing. It's pulling it like it was I don't know, nothing. To be fair, it on the scale of things. All right, good night. Bye bye. See you later. All right. Yeah, it's pulling it like it's nothing, to be honest with you. But to be fair, it's only 20 tons. It's actually quite light as a load. But we're gonna come round here. There, we're free. I'm looking in the rearview mirror. We're free. There's the police there, giving us our little sort of send-off as we go. I haven't changed our Portuguese person. Our traffic lights don't apply to us. I didn't realise that, because he's just driven through a red. I think it said that, didn't it, in the instructions, that traffic lights don't apply to us. Okay, 31 is the speed limit. We're just following our escort vehicle. He's kind of pulled over a little bit. That's good to see, actually. I don't know if that's new. I said last week it was the update, was the new version. So the new version, we've got new lighting is one of the big things in this game. So we've got new lighting, and we have, I think, was it some other load-related things? But we definitely have new lighting. That's the big thing for this one. We have improved lighting, and I tell you what, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. The lighting on this is absolutely phenomenal now. Not that it wasn't before, but it's even better now. It's just, it's pretty sexy, as they say. Pretty sexy. Oh, close. I'm looking at both sides of the mirrors here. Just both sides of the road. Look at this. The police are blocking the way. I love it when the police do that. Right, okay. We're going to hit the road. 37 miles per hour. So far so good. Let's come on out. I am now joining behind my escort vehicle with 37 miles per hour as our speed limit. Just touching the road curb there. Look at that. Look at the way the sun goes though now with the lighting. And that's what I'm saying to you before. Is there's definitely improvement. I still haven't worked out how the retarder works, by the way. That's something that one of my regulars has suggested I try out, which is Mark. So thanks, Mark. But I haven't got round to trying it yet. I keep meaning to, but look how the sun is dappling in and out because of the clouds. So now you're getting, so the sun's getting brighter because obviously we've broken through a cloud formation, and then it gets darker because we're going through cloud. I actually think this is really clever. If you don't think that's clever, I mean, I don't know what's going to, they're trying to make it like real as humanly possible, and I most definitely appreciate the attempt to do so. I definitely appreciate the attempt to do so. There it is going along the road. I don't normally go outside the truck, but I just wanted to see that from there. That just looks so cool, doesn't it? I'm not going to rotate around too much around it. Let's go down the road. Got to keep it real. Got to keep it simulated, and properly simulated. So we've got 3 hours and 56 minutes to go. And we've got 171 miles. Hopefully there won't be too much chopping and changing road-wise, because that's where I usually lose my escorts, because I'm absolutely rubbish for that. Quick sup of coffee. Drinking coffee and turning sideways. I'm literally. The funny thing is, my coffee cup is actually there in the real world. If I was in the real world, that's where my coffee cup would be. Changing my lane maneuver coming up. Okay, I'm watching the guy in front. So he's coming off. That's the maneuver there. Look at this bridge. Isn't that good? This bridge is the one we passed the middle of the night last night, and it was really good to sort of pass that. It looked really nice. Look at this. It's beautiful. Glorious day. Lovely, lovely, lovely weather. I'm quite excited about taking my tyres, actually. Look at this bridge. Isn't that beautiful? I know it's concrete, but it looks really nice, doesn't it? I like the colourings on it, the way that they've made the concretes different colours as you go up. Where they've had new. Clearly, the game's had like new parts put on it, which is really quite nice. It's a nice touch, that. Mind you get that with the roads as well. I love the way the roads actually have like patches on them where they need to be repaired and other things. I think that's really good. Okay. So we're coming downhill a little bit. This is where I should be kicking in my retarder, but I used to say, I don't know what buttons to press for that, or I think I have to map them. But we're coming off at this junction anyway, so we'll let the computer, we'll let the escort vehicle do its thing. We're slowing down. Okay. And we're coming off gently here. Oh, finally going to have to give away a little bit. Thankfully, as I said, it's not a particularly heavy. It's not a particularly heavy load. I actually, there's a police keeping us company. Cool, that's excellent. I'm manoeuvring with him. It's not a particularly heavy load, so I'm not really struggling with it. The only thing I'm really struggling with is obviously the size, as usual. It's the thing that gets me. If you've been watching me play Bus Simulator, by the way, I'm absolutely rubbish with buses. You think I'm bad with trucks, you should see me with buses. I don't know what it is. They're so funny in shape and way you drive them. It just doesn't. There's something not right about them. I mean, maybe it's just me, but they just got you kind of, because you sit in front of the front wheels. And then turn. I really struggle with that. I've got coffee. I had to take. Actually, talking about sort of vans and other things today. I had to swap vans today because my van's going to get its finally get its livery on, so it's going to get all the company branding on. So my boss came in to swap the van. So he came to pick up my van. And he gave me the keys for another van. Now, you may not know this, but I'm a bit of a. I'm not quite. This is probably why I like an automatic on this. I'm a bit of a lazy driver. I haven't driven a manual car in years. I mean, literally years. I mean, I can't. Let me think. When was the last time I drove a manual? Oh, it's got to be 3 or 4 years now. So I've even my van's automatic, which was because to be fair, I wanted an automatic van. They're not very commonplace. It seems like most labourers and things like that want to or most people van drivers want a manual. I have no idea why, because why would you want to change gears? It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, to me, change gears, but without doing the whole thing. So anyway, I got given a manual last night, and I kind of waited for everybody to leave the car park before I drove off, because I thought, I'm not sure I can remember how to use a clutch. Thankfully, I remembered how to use the clutch. In fact, completely remembered how to use a clutch, and I remembered how to change gear and all the other stuff that goes with it. Oh God, there's an actual crash occurred right here, right now. Oh my God. Oh wow, that happened. I've never seen that before in the game. Two computer cars impacted on each other. That was pretty bad. Nobody didn't look serious enough to kill anybody, but yeah. So anyway, I've driven home with a van with a clutch. It was quite surprising, really. I remembered how it worked. I think the thing is, once you've learned to drive, I mean, I did learn to drive in a manual, and I drove a manual for a very long time, and I've always sort of on and off had manuals, and then I think it was in the mid sort of 2010s that I got my first sort of automatic. Really, I had driven them previously, and I got my first automatic really, and yeah, will it be 2010? Around about that anyway, and that's when I got my first sort of automatic, and I sort of like, oh, this makes sense, and and then I just drove an automatic for a very long time, and then I started working for another company, and they had manual cars again, and I was like, oh, gotta learn how to drive a manual, and drove a manual for a bit, which was fine, and then went to another job, and for the last 3 years I've driven an automatic again. And even my van's automatic, because just I don't see why not. What if you can get one, why do the whole driving with a I get that. I mean, I have to admit, I didn't mind driving with a manual today. I was quite enjoyed the experience of sort of changing gears and whatever else it is. But then I was like, but I couldn't be bothered to do it all the time. Stopping and starting, especially in the city, which I was doing, and it was only it's only a 5-10 minute journey from my office to this place. Doing that, I was like, yeah, I could do without that. You know what I mean? It's just not too much effort, but it's just an effort, isn't it? It's just something you have to do. Whereas when you got an automatic, it's just stop and start. Realistically, put it forward and stop and start. You don't really have to think too much about it. We're getting there. How far away are we now? We're 2 hours and 27 minutes away. 105 miles. 105 miles. 15:39. I wonder what time we were meant to be there. Sorry, I made a little clank of the thing. What time have we got to be there? Time remains. We've got to be there. Oh, we've got 15 hours left before a job has to be done, so we're going to get there with great time. So between 14:41 and 8:41 on Saturday, so we've got loads of time. We could even stop for a break and a sleep, but we won't, because that's not the way these journeys work. So I still haven't done helicopters though. I want some helicopters, but I have just done tyres there. So we've added tyres. We did a train. That train was really cool. I really liked doing the engine on the train. That was a really cool episode. I like that one. That was a lot of fun. But I think we're going the wrong way now, because I think that we're not far off the Spanish upgrade actually happening. I think the Spanish DLC is on its way, well and truly on its way. I think that's the oh, drifted. Well and truly on its way to us. I think that I know there was a big update which was for this lighting, which by the way is gorgeous. The lighting is gorgeous, but. I think we're not far away from the Spanish one, especially as they're now touting next year's release, which is the Russian side. So you're going from Spain to Russia. That's quite a distance, isn't it, across Europe? Realistically, I've never done a massive journey for one of these episodes, but I think I'd have to break it up into two if I did a huge journey. No, that's not true. We've done some long ones, haven't we? I have had some long episodes. We've had some good long episodes along the way. Okay. So we're just making our way across. We've got 1 hour and 57. We have 83 miles to go. We're going to get in at 15:45. There's a police car. Hello. Afternoon. A glorious afternoon. Heading north. We're working our way north, where it's wet, rainy and cold. And I kind of like wet, rainy and cold. I've always been a wet, rainy and cold kind of person. I think that I miss rain. I do. I think when I go places that are dry, I'm not that happy realistically. I like a bit of rain occasionally. Don't mean I don't like a bit of sun, but I do like a bit of rain. And clocks went forward, didn't they, this week as well? That was traumatic as usual. Actually, it wasn't that bad because to be fair, I've been really tired recently, and sort of just with general sort of life, work, and all the other things that are going on. So I actually went to bed early that night and then got up and obviously lost an hour's sleep. But but it was fine. It was fine. Didn't get up that late. My watch still complained that I hadn't got up on time, because getting up and down on time apparently is a big factor in your health. If you get up and down every time at the same time, so instead of binging your sleep on the weekend, that's that's a good thing. So I'm actually getting better at doing that. I'm not suggesting I'm getting up at the same time every morning that I normally get up, but I am getting a little bit better at not staying in bed till stupid o'clock in the afternoon or whatever else it is. Not that I actually did that anyway, particularly apart from when I was a teenager. That's a teenage thing. Mind you saying that, I say that my daughter gets up like 6 o'clock in the morning. She quite likes getting up that early. Cheers, guys. Appreciate that. Letting us do the keeping the traffic away from us. I don't know why she does that. Gets up that so early. I think she likes to play computer games or whatever else. She does claim she never sleeps though, but I know for a fact she does. But she likes to get up early. Okay, do you know something? I don't. A lack of sleep is one of the worst things, if that makes sense. I'm one of these people that I don't like getting up early in the morning, but I can do it. But if you've got me up early in the morning, I can stay up all night, if that makes sense, and then go to sleep later, and it's just one of those things. I'm a night person, not a day person. I'm not a morning person, without a doubt. I could get up at lunchtime and stay awake until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and not worry about it. Okay, we're on our way. Oh, church over there. Look. See it on the hill? I'm assuming it's a church. It's got a spire. If you've got a spire, you're usually a church, aren't you? Been good so far. I haven't crashed in any. Well, no, that's a lie. Actually, I've mounted the curb at least twice. Maybe 3 times. Yeah. I've also caught the curb and going along here a couple of times as well. Look at the sun coming across. It's beautiful. Across the steering wheel. It's just the reflections from the things going across there. Still got it set to ultra. Everything's on ultra. We got all the ultra going on. We got all ultra in the world. Just not doing it 4K. Mainly because my monitor doesn't do 4K. Look, the police are stopping them. Look, there we go. We're just going on. Maybe he was the police car that was behind me. Maybe we've got like a little escort of police cars. He's going past me to the next bit. I notice I'm getting really tired taking this journey, by the way. It's really interesting that. I'm not suggesting it's any different sort of overall time-wise, but speeding a little bit here. I'm just gonna go through this cut here, through the mountainside. I think it's a mountainside. I'm going to assume it's a mountainside. I may be wrong. Just looking in the mirrors here, just checking these tyres on either side of me. It's very wide. Was it 40 feet? Something similar. There's that police car, another police car going forward. I think they're part of my convoy, actually. I think they're taking turns at blocking entrances as we go along. It's hard to tell though whether or not they're moving off once I get past. I would assume so. You would assume so, wouldn't you? Look at this sunlight on the dappling. That nice, really nice. Really adds to the experience. That I remember playing Need for Speed on the PC and the PlayStation 1, and I remember there is a course on there which has. It has what's it called, Cherry Blossom, and dappling through the trees as you come through it. And I remember playing that and thinking, this is kind of the future. This is the future of car driving games. This Need for Speed is the future of it. I have to think Need for Speed has lost its way a little bit, though. I don't know if anybody else played Need for Speed. The thing I liked about Need for Speed, the original Need for Speeds, it was about fancy car licenses, and I know that. I mean, and you had the sort of the Dodge Vipers and other things like that, and you had those fancy car licenses, fancy Ferrari licenses, and other things like that. And then you had, and then basically you just raced them around tracks, and you didn't really do any damage to them, but you raced them around tracks, and that was what Need for Speed was about. And nowadays, Need for Speed, although I think still is licensed to some extent, or maybe not, I don't know, maybe wrong. Need for Speed nowadays, I mean, they got the Hot Pursuit, which wasn't a bad add-on. I must comment about all those lined up there. Look at that! Wow, all those wind farms lined up. Anyway. So you got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, which was like number 3 or something like that, and it wasn't a bad add-on, but I don't know. The thing for me about Need for Speed, I think, it was like a bit like Test Drive. Do you remember Test Drive? That kind of disappeared, didn't it, and down into whatever else. But it was literally the way that they were named, or the way they went for it. They were about driving those particular vehicles. It's a bit like this, driving these particular vehicles. Need for Speed, almost in a strange sort of way, because there was a Crazy Cars 2, was there as well, or 3? 2 was where you could go anywhere you liked across America and whatever else. That's kind of where I wanted them to go. I didn't really want them to go into the process of I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't like the process where they went to. I didn't want them to become sort of boy racer cars and things like that. So I don't know. Just me. Yeah, but I kind of like those early games, those early Need for Speed games. I thought they were really good because they were just about enjoying the vehicles as the vehicles, and yeah, with a bit of racing and chasing in it. But you could go on that game, and you could jump in a Porsche and bomb along the road and just enjoy that experience of, and the fact that they put the detail in it as well. So you push the button for the car and you got a little film footage of it. I know that was the days when they used to do little FMV footage for it. Nowadays it would be just pre-rendered computer graphics instead of anything else. Wow, look at these bunkers. Whoa, very interesting. Oh wow. I wonder what they're for. Anyway, carry on. Yeah, so pre-rendered graphics are sort of the whole the sort of, now it's sort of pre-rendered graphics, and they just rotate on the spot or something like that, and then give you a bit of talking, and it just feels cheap when they used to spend a fortune on doing this beautiful like video sort of I don't know, Top Gear, Grand Tour type exposure of the whole thing. Look at this beachfront. Wow. Wow, we're right at the tip of the beach. That is so cool. Oh, don't look at your watch, please. I'm not that late. In fact, I'm perfectly on time for a change. Sand dunes. I've never been here before. This is kind of cool. Oh, look. Is that a house or some sort of kind of, I don't know. Is that a boat? No, it's not a boat. It can't be. Is it a boat? Where am I going? Where am I going? There. This turning here. So I missed the turning there. So I'm going over there. Oh, yeah. Bloomin' brilliant. So there's a sign. One free sign, everybody. There's the sign. Bloomin' heck. There wasn't much notice there of where I was going, was there? Yeah, I got free sign there. Don't look in the mirrors. I took a sign with me. That'll teach him. We're closing in. Here we go. These are the easy ones. Look, this is the guy with the, oh god, I've been filmed smashing that pole down. What is that? It's like a building. It's kind of cool. There, looking in that mirror over there. Do you see which one I'm looking in? The one over this side there, where I can see the green line. Look. That's where we're at. And there's my disco ball, because you need a disco ball with everything you do. T to attach. And We've lowered the fifth wheel. I should have zoomed outside. Normally I had to do that. Bigger is better. The bigger, the better. I've done 4 loads of big loads. Excellent. Instructor level, 27. Okay, continue. Right, we've done that one. Let's have a look at the world map and see if we can find a short journey that's kind of what we want. So let's have a little look if we can find one. Let's find a short journey from where we are. So we're here, I think. Or are we here? There's one! Oh, that's just brilliant. That's exactly what we want. Look at that. There's a double B one. It's a articulated trailer, heavy load, important delivery. It's 27 tons. It's got to be there. It's 207 miles, but there's a short bit by ferry. That's perfect. That's what we want. When does the job disappear? It's expected. When does it appear, though? It's an important delivery. Offer expires in whatever else is. That's no good at all. But it doesn't matter. We're going to take that anyway because we should have. I should have enough hours. Hopefully, have I got enough hours left? Trip time 8 hours. What time's it got to be in? Saturday at whatever time. What day is it now? Sunday, Friday. We probably have time to have a little stop halfway along to get myself a rest. So we'll take that one. Yeah, we'll continue. We've got enough. We've got enough to pull that heavy cargo. Right. So we should be here somewhere. She's shouting at me. We're not far away from wherever it is. That's for damn sure. There, we're literally around the corner. Look, there it is. Let's go. No speed limit in there.
Prepare-se para virar à direita.
There's the seafront. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot, to be honest with you. I think I like that a bit too much, to be honest. I do like that. I think that's really cool. I kind of like where we are. It's an interesting. It's got some interesting scenery. Look at that. The sun is setting. It's 16:11, and here's our target and our destination. Our trailer will be in here.
Aqui estamos, são e salvos.
Downcy outs. I'm not sure what she said there. Downcy outs. You're here. Your destination's here. It must be. Right. There it is. That's the one we want. Into Sweden. We've got one. We've got one. I don't need to worry about that. We've got plenty of torque. This thing's a beast. Right, that over there is definitely our target. Right, so we try to hit the centre of the truck, which is called the fifth wheel, which is like that wheel in the centre there, on the coupling at the bottom of that truck, which we can't really see at this angle, but it's there, promise you. All right, so let's get ourselves lined up and let's get this thing coupled on, and we'll get out of here. So I'll turn the indicator off. Guy just sitting in the pit of tyres. That's what we need. Okay, let's see if I can see it. There we go. Right, I'm going to look out the window and I'm going to reverse the right direction. You see my double axle, by the way? See it spinning there? There we go. Come from the wrong direction again. Okay. Let's see what kind of trouble I can cause with this. There we go. We've got it. Excellent. So we're in, and we're going to press T for trailer, and we are loaded. Excellent. We're ready to go. I'm loving this scenery, by the way, around here. It's just amazing. Look at that. What a beautiful view. Right. Okay. Let's go. It's just weird. I just like it. There's some real. I'm going to go with Second World War things. You know, these with the bits and pieces that are there. Okay, 8 hours. Where are we going? Hang on. Can I not skip that and go via the boat? Oh, I've got to go that ferry. Can I not go? I can't go that way. I've got to go around to this ferry to go to it. Okay. I get that. That's fine. Just try to work out where it is. That was all. So we're going by that ferry, which quite surprised me. Here we go. So this is a double articulated trailer, which is a bit of a monster, actually, if I'm honest. Nothing coming that way. I'm hoping that I can get out without causing any kind of damage to it. We are free. We are free. We are free. We are free. Let's get over to the right side of the road because we're on the wrong side of the road there. So that was a long sort of train approach to it because that's what they're called road trains. Or does that have to be more than two? I can't remember. I don't know. I know that there's a haulage firm in the UK who was trying to get these effectively legalised. These sort of road trains legalised. I can't remember the name of the haulage firm though. Apparently pretty common for them to attempt this because I get that. I mean, the more you can haul, the more money you can make. And if you only need one driver to haul a double trailer, well, that saves you a whole load of money, doesn't it? At the end of the day. I think they do it in these countries because the when it's snowy and icy and things like that. I think there's kind of a genuine need to shift things quickly and efficiently. I'm not saying that we don't do it in the UK because of that reason, but I think there is a reason for that. I think that is the reason that is done in such a way. Right. Okay. See if I can go before the change. It's changed, but I'm through. So we're gonna go wide, super wide. We're through. No signs this time for me. Not collecting a sign. I've already got a no entry sign, so we've already got one of those. We'll keep that. It's mine now. I took it. I own it. There's those windmills again. Yeah, that no entry sign was definitely mine. It's all mine. I'm keeping it. More windmills. Windmills. Right. We have a train, a road train. I don't even know what we're hauling, to be honest with you. I'm just so pleased to get one. I'm gonna put the cruise control in a second. We get 50 miles an hour. Put the cruise control on. I'm gonna have a look at what we actually picked up. I've put the side lights on. There's the full beam now. Right, let's get up to 50 miles per hour. There we are. We're at 50. Okay, let's press the F6 key and find out what we've got. We've got maple syrup. Really? From Denmark? I'm not going to judge too much, but maple syrup. 27 tons worth of maple syrup. They really like maple syrup in Sweden. I didn't realise that. Did you realise that? I didn't know Sweden was a maple syrup country. Why isn't there a Canadian truck simulator? Because then you'd have the old ice road trucker thing, wouldn't you, going on? Do you know what I mean? Take this one off. Yeah, I'm going to. Just going to keep going until I'm sort of straight with that there. Before I start turning and bringing this round. Like that. Look at that sunlight going through the windmills. It's awesome. Yeah, why isn't there a... I'm going to take more of the road here than I deserve. Because I need to... Oh my god, I'm going to have to come right round here, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to have the whole lot. Anybody behind me, stuff you. Right, okay. Oh my god, this is going to be tough. That bus is flying along here. I thought I was going to be able to get out there. Is he giving way to me? No, he's not. I'm going to push out now. This will be a mistake. Oh, God. There's a sign. It's a sign. No! Oh! Managed not to hit them! Unbelievable! Beyond belief that I managed to avoid that. Anyway, yeah, what was I going to say? What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. I was saying something, and I'm sure it was really intelligent and informative for a change. Right, I'm going to go. Right. Are they meant to stop? This is one of these things about this country that I don't understand. Because I've known things come flying out in front of me, and I feel like I should... I don't know whether I should have stopped or not stopped. I don't know. Got plenty of diesel. The Bobster did mention that I needed diesel, but I cheated because I got a heavy load and they refilled the engine, refilled the tanks as a byproduct. So I kind of cheated there. We've got 8 hours and 11 minutes. We've got to be in by... Let me just get this up to speed, and I'll tell you what time we've got to be in by. We have to be in by We've got 19 hours to go, so we've got time for a sleep. So if I can find somewhere that's got a wide enough car park or something similar, we'll slide on in there and do a little stop some point because we need to sleep. So we'll get the ferry. I don't think that gives you any time things. The ferry, unfortunately. Oh, that must be our ferry, is it? Do you think? Oh, that's the one out on the water at the moment. It's maybe moving. Oh. That's a bit too much deceleration. That was moving out there. Okay. We're ploughing along through the scenery. Some interesting looking buildings coming up as well, actually. I quite like the industrial nature of some of these. It's quite nice. And we're gonna just... yeah, and I like the seafront as well. I'm quite liking that. Quite enjoying that, actually. Don't know if we've been here before, but we are making it now.
Siga em frente.
No, don't turn that one, because I'll end up in an invisible wall. You can see it. Look, invisible wall. It's on the GPS down in the bottom right. You can see it's an invisible wall. It's not this one we want to go off at. It's the next one. So that's the next one we want to go off at. I bet this changes when I try and drink a sup of coffee. I'm gonna go for it. Oh. Knew it. The moment I put the cup to my lips, it started changing. Grrr, grrr. Okay. I've only got one sign, so the curb count is 3, I believe, and the sign count is 1 thus far. We're doing better than usual. Okay, we are. Well wide, but we're there. We're well wide, but we're there. We have the truck place, the truck place, the ferry here. Let's take this wide as well. Is it there? Oh, we have to go there for a change. Oh, right, this is weird. We just need to park it on there. There's no ferry to ride onto. We just kind of park here, and they obviously take us to our destination. Okay, let's go. So we are gonna go to. We want to go there. Gothenburg. Travel time 3 hours and whatever else it is. We're not going to Oslo though, are we? We're gonna go Gothenburg. Of course we are. 3 hours. I don't know if this gives us any sleep though. We'll just check in a second. That'll be interesting to see if I got any sleep back out of this. I think I got a little bit of bed back. Let's have a little look. Does that count towards it? 6 hours left. And how far does it reckon I've got to go when we start moving? Parking brake is engaged. Of course it is. Okay, parking brake is engaged. How far we got to go? 4 hours. Oh, we got time. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it without sleeping. So let's do it without sleeping. Where are we going to get out of this blooming third place? Not that way. Is it that way? Not. I think it's this way. Yeah, it's this way. That's just confused me to pieces. Yeah, it's this way. Okay. So we're just waiting for the traffic now. Right. Oh, I thought we had a space there. Go, go, go. We have a space. We're going for it. Oh, and another junction here. There we go. Full lights on. I knew I hadn't got them on full beam. Oh, it's a big load. She's a big one. Look at him carrying, towing trucks. I'm going, and we're away. Ah, she's a big one. Let's push her, push a wide ass round. Here we go. Let's go. Nice. Nice. I'm liking it. We're managing all right, actually. We're meant to get in at 3:40 a.m. 4 hours and 23 minutes, 166 miles. It's not a bad run actually. This one, it's going to be a pretty decent thing. I've had a good session today actually. We've had one sort of a massive load, those big tyres, and now we've had maple syrup, but a double trailer. I've rather enjoyed dragging this double trailer actually. I know that you don't get you get one style of extra parking for it, so you get like lazy, you know, they'll do it for you, and you also get I think it's the sort of the second option, isn't it, which is the, like, you know, I'm in a hurry kind of thing, so, you know, not quite dump a load and go, but not far off, if that makes sense. So there's a computer car, I'm just tracing beside it. Yeah, you can do what you like. I am doing my thing here. Do I have to pull over though? Is she going to make me pull over? Nope. I am ploughing through the. Oh, now he's zooming. Look at this. Look at that. What's that about? Oh, because we can speed up. That's why. Oh God, I didn't even notice that. We can go a bit faster. Down one lane. Let's get into that one lane. Oh, it's a bit bouncy. It's at a slight angle, this road. I can feel it. Oh, it's really bouncy. Oh. So chucking it up and down there, a little bit bounce going on. Didn't expect that actually, that it would be so bouncy. Come on. I'm going. You didn't pull out. You were really slow pulling out there, computer car. Very slow indeed. Right. Okay. So 4 hours and 2 minutes to go. We're doing quite well. It's 152 miles, not far away at all. It's a good, decent load. 16 grand for this one, 16,000. Look how much money I've got in the bank now. Though I haven't been keeping an eye on it. I've now got 621,000 euros. This is why I need to buy 2 other trucks for my man garage, because we built that up actually. We built that up quite nicely. The man garage. We need to build that up and copy some other trucks. And somebody told me how to copy them, and I can't remember now. I have to look it up again. But somebody told me how to copy them, because I need to buy 2 more trucks to go into that thing there to really bolster the cash, to really bring it up. You know, a couple more drivers, a couple more things, really get that cash flowing. Might as well while we're at it. You know, make as much money as possible. It's the best way. I'm glad to see though that when you take a relaxing trip on a ferry, it actually takes time off your actual sleep time. It's not quite the... Because I used to always think it was like your taco time, you know, your time where you were allowed to travel for, your driver's time. But I guess taking those breaks kind of takes off that driver's time, but it's also how tired you are. So I mean, with a 3 hour and 40-minute journey across on the ferry, that would probably be quite not particularly stressful, depending on the crossing, of course. But I guess that's not so stressful in the whole thing. Look at these yellow lights. Somebody's made all these lights sort of halogen-esque. And they did say the stars are more impressive. I have to admit, there's a very starry sky up there. Can we see Orion's belt and things like that, and the Big Dipper? I don't think so, but either way, it's much starrier up there. We're just making our way slowly across. I remember a game years ago that I think I've got it. I think it's an abandonware game now. It was called Intergalactic Trader, and that was about. And it wasn't a bad game actually, if I'm honest. It was about trading intergalactically through space, and it was kind of a turn-based thing, and it was sort of, you know, the usual sort of this kind of sort of trading, which is this is obviously the delivery and stuff like that. I mean, this is Elite is basically the trucking equivalent space-wise of this. So, and Intergalactic Trader was very similar sort of concept. You know, you buy stuff, you build your company, you trade backwards and forwards between places, and it was quite good fun actually. I remember enjoying that one. Not the best of games though. Graphically, it's not going to set the world on fire. Oop, I'm scuffing the edge of the road here. Okay. Alright, I'm going. Right. We're just making our way through scenery. Just looking at the signs and things. I'm looking at all of the lighting, actually, is the thing that's kind of catching my eye. The way that it's lit properly on the road now, and the way the lights are lighting the roads properly as well, a bit better than they were. I never really noticed, if I'm brutally honest, never really. Sugar. Yep, didn't see that coming. Yep. I didn't really notice the way that the roads lit or didn't light, and the way the graphics went, or they didn't go. To be honest, I didn't. I always quite liked it either way. So, but it's really nice. I mean, now that you see it, you go, ooh, that's nice. I know people are clamouring for like a Euro Truck Simulator 3, but I personally do not see the point in that. If I was them, I would, not string out, but I would, especially with the American Truck Simulator, I would do as many add-ons map-wise as humanly possible. And once you finish doing Europe, start spreading into to the top of Africa and things like that, and the other side of a few things. Whee, that was a bump. That was a dip as well. But sort of spread into those kind of things. I mean, heading into Russia. I mean, is Russia Europe? I don't think it quite is it? So you've got Russia, and you could go right the way across Asia, realistically, to sort of that, because it's all interlinked, realistically. It's one dirty great continent, so I don't see why you wouldn't, if that makes sense. So you can keep going for kind of exponentially, just as long as the engine and the players to keep staying with it, which I think they will. I don't think there's any issue with players staying with it. I mean, I certainly love playing the game. I think it's a great game, and if you're here watching this, then you're interested in it too. So we're all having a great time with the thing. So why would you mess with a good formula? Also, I think that if you make sure the specification of the game, obviously you can play it with maximum graphics and all this kind of stuff, but if you keep the specification of the game slightly lower, maybe the last generation of PCs or the generation before, it kind of means that you can keep your base open longer, and it's more accessible to those people with lesser hardware. I know that's PC gamers, that's kind of the red rag to a bull kind of thing, but it's true though. If you can create a game that sits at that level, you can keep selling it for a lot longer than a game that's it's a little harder to sell that initial AAA title if not everybody has the hardware. I mean, that's why they do make them to the lower denominators than anything else. Okay, we are 2 hours and 73 miles out, so that's not far now at all. We're going to get in at 3:40 a.m. is the time it's going to get us in. And then we've got to swing this in and park it, and it's quite nice actually. I was worth it. It was worth the wait, because I've had a heavy load and I've had this, so it's been worth the wait. You've been very patient with me, waiting for me to do this. You know how I like to do these things, though. I'm the guy who plays Skyrim and walks everywhere and never fast travels. I don't even like fast traveling in this, but because we got caught by that update the other day, that's why I felt that we had to do something. We had to do something. We had to sort of do that fast travel to the other thing. But I am the guy who doesn't like fast traveling, because half of the experience of the game, and if I was a game developer, I'd be delighted with people like me, because half of the experience of the game for me is that experience of traveling to a place and seeing everything on the way, and looking at all of the beautiful graphics and all the other things. It's got some Scania on the back, look. I mean, that to me is where I would want to if I was a developer, I'd be delighted. I'd get a medal for it. I'd give out medals. I'd give medals for walking or driving or seeing the game. It's a bit like, do you ever play what's it called? Saints Row 4, I think it is. Saints Row 4 is a gloriously beautiful looking game, a bit like Saints Row 3. And I know they've remade that recently, but it's a gloriously beautiful looking game. There's only one issue with it for me, and this is the issue that I have with 4. 4 gives you all the superpowers to begin with. You're basically a superhuman from the beginning of the game, straight away. No question asked. You get all the abilities. because you have all the abilities, you miss all the stuff that they've put at the ground level. So you shoot over the top of rooftops and you fly over whatever else is, and you never experience the whole game. The game that they originally, intended you to see. I'm going to go. You guys can wait. Oh God, you're going to have to wait. You never see Jesus. You never see the game that they intended you to experience. That was so close. The game that they intended you to experience, which is basically at the ground level, all the bits and pieces that are there, because you've got all these superpowers, and it's kind of a shame, really, because it kind of, after all those that sort of glorious attempt to do whatever they're doing, they kind of hid it away by being there. Whereas if you play Saints Row, 1 and 2 and even 3, you're at ground level and you kind of build up to those superpowers, if that makes sense, rather than the other way around. A bit like Crackdown, the original Crackdown. Do you ever play Crackdown, the original Crackdown? That was a great game. Lovely twist at the end. The very first one was, anyway. Crackdown, you start with no powers at all, and you slowly build into superpowers. But the experience comes from exploring, finding out all the bits and pieces, doing, everything that's involved with kind of getting those superpowers. And it kind of feels feels good when you've got them all. As I say, whereas Saints Row 4 just doesn't give you all. It gives you all the powers straight away, which kind of ruins the rest of the experience. And then, of course, one of the weirdest design choices ever. Once you've got all those superpowers, the moment you start playing the in-game games to do it, missions, it takes those powers off you. Yeah, I know, it's confused me as well. So you give everybody all the powers to begin with, and then you take them off people. You don't upgrade them, you kind of downgrade them by doing that within levels. I know, it's really weird. It's a lovely game, but it's got, certainly that's one of the weirdest mechanics I've ever seen in a game. Here's all the powers, gone. Usually used to have that at the beginning games, didn't they? They'd give you all the powers to begin with, show you what you could become, and then you do the next part of the game. So you get like all the powers to begin with, and then you have to learn what you would become, if that makes sense. Which is great. I like that, but at the same time, don't know. Does it spoil surprise? Is it like reading the back page of a murder mystery novel and knowing who killed somebody before the end of it? I think that's kind of where it is realistically on the scale of things. That was nice and close, but it's absolutely fine. We're 1 hour and 6 minutes away. We're going to come in at 4 something a.m. Look at the water and the reflections. Look. Wish it was daytime so we could see it there. Beautiful daytime, but we're going to have to stay the night here anyway. We're getting tired as well. So we are not far away, 59 miles. It's not far at all, actually. We're pretty much creeping up on the destination, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Really enjoyed this episode, actually. It's been good fun. It's fun taking 2 different loads as well. That was really good, actually. That was really exciting. Next episode, though, what we'll do is we'll start, hopefully, by me remembering to buy 2 more trucks and do 2 more episodes. That was great. Has he got his lights on? I don't think so. Oh, he's got his lights on, but I don't see any lights from the back of his car. That's a bit weird. Okay, we can get up to 50 miles again. Oh, no, again. We're not far away, as I say, 23 miles now. 43 minutes in-game time, not very long at all. And we're working our way through the countryside, through Sweden, to our destination. I can't remember where our destination is, but we're there, and there's another lake. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And we're just putting the cruise control on. One thing I'm going to have to get used to with this new mic is the positioning for it. I've not quite got it right, so I'm a little bit uncomfortable instead of being usual sort of climbing all over it. But to be fair, the audio quality should be louder and clearer this week. So I think it was worth it in the long run. I don't know how you pronounce this place. Vakjo? Like Vaxjo or something like that. Yeah, Vaxjo, but it probably won't be pronounced that way. Apparently Swedish is one of the hardest languages in the world to actually learn. Okay. We're going into this town. It's good because we're going to get another town on our list here. I do like driving through these areas. I mean, we had the beautiful sort of dry and arid Italy to these lush greens of Denmark and Germany and even the UK, to be honest with you. Lush greens, green and pleasant land, that's what they call it, don't they? The green and pleasant land. Tempered by winds from the oceans and things like that, because we're kind of on the par, with Moscow. So you would think, based on that we would be, a sort of cold country with very cold sort of winters and things like that. But we're not. Right. Yeah, we're gonna wait for that one. The sun is coming up. We have a glorious day ahead of us. There's the place. It's got a sort of like industrial sign there. It's like one great big business park. It's a business park. Yeah, I hear you talking, but I don't know which turning you've got. This is the one, I think, here. This is the one here. Come on, change. So I'm going to change, is it? I can still see the... I was hoping that would change there. It's not changed yet. We're still on green. We're still on red. We're going now. We're going. Let's try and get across before the rest of this traffic comes from over there. Right. Let's bring this thing round. Hopefully won't run into anything. Nope, didn't run into anything. Do you think this would stand you in any good stead if you actually did drive a truck for real? I mean, if you were able to, if you got the opportunity to drive a truck, do you think this would actually set you in good stead? Do you think you would some of the principles, at least, of the manoeuvring the vehicle would apply? I don't know. We're just speculating. What do you think? Would you put you? Maybe not me, obviously. We'd all die. But on the scale of things, though, do you think it would put you in good stead? Do you think it's that? Do you think it's that good enough simulation that might be the case? Right, I'm gonna come well wide here because I can imagine this being a horrible place to park. Oh, look, they've got interesting things here, though. Look, well, parked up there. Right, okay, press enter to manage this truck. Yeah, so that's it. Where should I place it? So sorry, I'm in a hurry is the short one. I can do anything, or where should I put it? You only get that as an option, so because you're basically pulling through and you don't reverse realistically in these trucks. You just go forward, it seems. I think reversing in one will be really difficult. I've never actually had to, so... there we go. Where do we want it? I want to park it round the back. We're just rolling through. Look at that. Sun's coming up and we're rolling through. Okay, on we go. Just gonna bring it round here and maybe smash this car in front of us. No, kidding. However, to be fair, it isn't a stupid location, that car. Look at that. Why would you park that there when I've got to roll this in here? Right. So, because I'm not reversing, I'm not going to do anything with my axles this time round. Normally I pull up the wheel because I struggle with the positioning. But this should be okay, I suspect. I suspect this is okay. I suspect I'm okay just rolling this in here for the... And let's check the mirror over here. And bump. We're there. Let's have a look. Yeah, it'll do. Not quite the best thing since sliced bread, but it'll do. Right, okay, let's press T to put this trailer down. We're decoupling. We're going to get our money, and then we're going to go find somewhere to sleep for the night. Now we're in the country of multi-truck sort of truck things. We'll be doing more of those. Right, okay. Results. Continue. Good money. Good journey. Enjoyed that one. Let's go find somewhere to stay for the night here. That's what we got. There we go. Right there. We'll go there. That's actually a garage, isn't it? There's a mechanic's place, but we're going to go there because that's just around the corner, so that'll do nicely. Let's go there to drop off before we have next week's episode. So here we go. Whoa! Somebody was in a hurry. I was in a hurry. I was going fast. Right, okay, let's get out of here. Let's go this way. Well, they're stopped. Yeah, he's right behind me, but I'm away. I'm looking forward to actually staying here because this place off opposite. This must be it here. There it is. Little hotel. This is opposite the supermarket.
Finalmente chegamos.
We're here. Thank you. Let's have a little look. Yeah, so we're staying there tonight. That's a little hotel. Isn't that nice? Oh wow. The reflections of the suns and all kinds of this is just driving me nuts with how good it is at the moment. Really is. Yeah, so there's no food over there. Right, okay, let's press that button. Let's press the button to sleep. We're going to do that beforehand because I often forget. And we'll see him in the morning. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Shiny. Such a shiny truck. Right, okay. So, with that, thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye now.